Today's science lesson is about characteristics of good conductors of heat and electricity. Welcome! Are you excited for a fun learning session? Make sure you have the following before we start. For our objectives, at the end of this module, you are expected to 1. Enumerate the characteristics of good conductors of heat and electricity. 2. Explain why some materials are good conductors of heat and electricity. 3. Explain the effects of heat and electricity on people and objects. Today's science lesson is about characteristics of good conductors of heat and electricity. Before we start, let's answer this activity. What's to look back? Directions. Read the following words written on the face of Mickey Mouse. Write on his left ear the words that are related to motion and on his right ear the words that are not related. Make the drawing more attractive by coloring it. Let's do this activity. Activity: what made me? Let's identify the problem. What are the characteristics of good conductors? The materials that you need are pictures of copper wire, cooking materials, roof and flat iron. Now let's do the following. 1. Look closer at the picture of some materials. 2. Identify each of them. 3. What materials are they made of? 4. List the characteristics of good conductors by answering the following questions. Study the video. When you peel off the coating of an electric wire, you will see the copper wire inside. Copper wire is the most widely used materials for connecting electrical devices. Why do you think so? When you check your pot and pan in the kitchen, you will see most of them are made of stainless steel or aluminum. Why are they suited for cooking utensils? They are very good conductors of heat and electricity. This is why they are used for pots and pans and in electrical circuit to carry the current. Conductors are materials that allow electricity and heat to flow freely through them. The following are the examples of good conductors of heat and electricity. Copper wires are widely used for electrical wiring because they are ductile and are good conductors of electricity. Silver is not always an ideal choice as a material because it is expensive and susceptible to tarnishing. Steel and aluminum are good conductors of both heat and electricity. Iron, gold, silver, brass, steel, copper, nickel and water are also conductors of heat and electricity. Most insulated power cables in supply systems are aluminum cables. Almost all heat sinks for semiconductors are made of aluminum. Metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. Copper and aluminum are metals. Stainless steel is an iron-based metal with chromium. Cooking pots and pans made of metals make cooking faster because they quickly allow heat transfer from the flame to the food being cooked. Remember that not all materials are good conductors of heat and electricity. Materials that are non-conductors or do not allow heat and electricity to pass through them are called insulators. Materials that are made of plastic, silk, leather, glass, oil and rubber are insulators. Let's try to answer this activity. Directions: write the letter of the correct answer. Now let's check your answers. 1. Which of these is useful in cooking food? Is it A. aluminum casserole, B. ceramic mug, C. metal spoon or D. plastic cup? The correct answer is letter A. aluminum casserole. 2. Why should electrical wiring be made from copper? Is it A. It conducts electricity. B. It is not magnetic. C. It is shiny. Or D. It is strong. The answer is letter A. It conducts electricity. 3. Which of these is not used as a conductor? Is it A. lighted bulb, B. lighted candle, C. washing machine, or D. water heater? The answer is letter B. lighted candle. 4. Why is aluminum used in cooking pans? Is it letter A. It is a good conductor of electricity, B. It is a good conductor of heat, C. It has a very high density, or D. It is strong? The answer is letter B. It is a good conductor of heat. 5. Why is electrical wiring covered with plastic? Is it A. to help electricity flow along the wire, B. to make it look more beautiful, C. to make it stronger, or D. to make it safe? The correct answer is letter D. to make it safe. 6. Which materials are not good conductors of electricity? A. brass, metal, water, B. copper, nickel, steel, C. gold, iron, silver, D. plastic, rubber, wood. The answer is letter D. plastic, rubber, wood. 7. Which materials are poor conductors of electricity? A. chromium, B. electrons, C. fabrics, or D. insulators? The answers is either C or D. 8. Which of these is not an insulator? A. cloth, B. silk, C. water, or D. wood? The answer is letter C. water. 9. Which statement below is true? A. All materials are good conductors of heat and electricity. B. Cooking pots and pans made of metals make cooking faster. C. Iron, gold, silver and nickel are examples of insulators. Or D. Silk, leather, oil and rubber are examples of conductors. The answer is letter B. 10. What is the safest way to handling electrical wires? A. Always wear rubber gloves to protect you from electric current. B. Wash your hands before handling electrical wires. C. Use plastic tapes when fixing broken cable. Or D. Remove the rubber coating of the electrical wires. The answer is letter A. Always wear rubber gloves to protect you from electric current. Let's do this activity. What's more to do? Always remember that conductors are materials which allow electricity to flow through them. They have free electrons on its surface which allow current to pass through easily. While insulators are materials which do not allow electricity to flow through them. They don't have free electrons, which is the main reason why they resist conducting electricity. For your last activity, complete the concept map or web by writing in examples of conductors in each circle.
Well done. Keep practicing. Happy learning. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe.